To get our hands on that staff. It's much worse than we thought. Internal Starlight's research room. Twilight is still stunned while going through Starlight's notes. Spike looks upon Twilight with concern, and Starlight looks at Twilight with a grin. You know, that sons of friend of yours is very persistent. Starlight, what have you done? I've done what you couldn't. I'm fixing the school by cutting out from its problem. Twilight looks upon the chart with the ruined picture of Cinch. This is about Principal Cinch, isn't it? The witch? She must be punished for all the suffering she has caused. But aren't you afraid you might get in trouble? I don't think we'll have to worry about Cinch anymore. She has been most cooperative lately. Finally, she can be put in her place. I know she forced you into friendship games by threatening to take away your scholarship to Everton. I thought you'd be thrilled. I know Cinch's decisions are not all that good for everyone, but she's only doing what she thinks is right for critical prep. You can't blame her for being overcritical. What is best? You're so naive. Cinch doesn't care about the school. She only cares about the reputation that comes with it. Then how'd you get her to agree to your change? That's just it. She didn't. It's amazing when fabricated documents, phony email, she picks up voicing device, puts against the door and speaks in Cinch's voice, and misleading phone calls. She puts the device down and picks up a pair of scissors. I have successfully cut Cinch out from any of her contacts that would cause me any trouble. She walks over to the chart and snips off the thread connected to Cinch's picture. Even if she could try to find a witch on me, she won't do anything so long as I got plenty of dirt on her. She then turns to her surveillance monitors. I need to be sure they all aren't doing anything wrong. The cameras are very small and camouflaged. To everyone, they're just little specks on the wall. Oh, that reminds me. She then hits a button on the keypad. I don't care what you say. Keep looking. Principal Cinch, we've torn this office apart from top to bottom and haven't found a thing. Don't give me that. I know she's done something to this office that made her do what she did. I'm gonna find out what. Keep searching. You bugged Cinch's office? Yeah, I used the listening device of the same nature. I had it planned since day one. Looks like the witch hasn't found it yet. Even if the school board doesn't fire her tomorrow, I'll just have to keep toying with her again and again until she accepts our ways. Starlight, this is not the way to do it. Not the way? This is Abigail Cinch we're talking about. She has to pay for what she's done the friendship games. To this school. To you. But that's all in the past. I will never stoop to that level for something that already happened. I'm sure Cinch has matured enough to let it be. You sure about that? She walks up to one of her computers and brings something up. Behold, your school record here at Equestria Prep. Starlight, you can't just go through you can't just go ahead. Cinch has already put an asterisk on each and every one of your test scores. What? No, it can't be. Asterisks are only for records of scores that don't count as a result of cheating. How could she have done this? Well, according to history, she made this little change shortly after the friendship games. But she can't do that. After all the work I've done here, it's about to be recognized as meaningless. As long as Cinch is still in position, nobody's future in Equestria Prep is safe. You're just a liability to her. That's why she needed me. Twilight just looks at Twilight with a wary look. Internal hallways. So how'd you know about the staff? And about Starlight? Plus all that other stuff in between. These crystal necklaces we're wearing are connected with the magic we have inside of us. Whenever we're near them, they activate some sort of new power in each of us. Really? Like what kind of power? Women dash into super speed right past the Shadow 5 and ends up at the other end of the hall in an instant. Shadow 5 are stunned to have seen this. Oh, nothing special. Then she spins back to where she was before. Whoa, that was awesome. What else can you do? Reality steps forward and raises her hands, and her diamond energy shield phones run her. Now that is just splendid. It's stylish and functional. And I got super strength. Flashlight can commune with animals. Twilight can move stuff with the mind, and Pinkie Pie can blow trees up just by touching them. The Shadow takes a step back from Pinkie Pie just in case. Wait, Sunset, what's your power? Telepathic empathy. I am able to see people's memories and feel their emotions just by touching them. That's how I was able to know all about Starlight and her schemes after I touched Sour Sweet. And you did so without asking. Hi. Sunset, what did you see in Starlight's memories? Maybe they gave us some clue on how to deal with her. I didn't. What? But we all saw you touch her. No, I touched her sleeve. It doesn't work when clothes are in the way. So where did you get those necklaces anyway? We got them at Camp Everfree. It all started when Equestria Magic hit a bunch of geos in a rock quarry. We'll tell you about it another time. This is more serious than we anticipated, girls. Starlight has been scheming and manipulating the school into going after her goals. And for some reason, I can't tell if that's really a good thing or a bad thing. I think that feeling came from Sour Sweet. If I am to be honest, I kind of feel the same way. Say what? Yeah, me too. We've been trying to prevent Starlight as a way to make up for what we did to Twilight. After the way we treated you all these years, I just don't think we should be responsible for our own actions. What? That's crazy talk. You can't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. And what if whatever I can do hurts everybody and I can't do anything about it? I've treated Twilight so badly at the friendship game and I didn't even bother looking out for her. Hey. So you made a few mistakes in the past. Big deal. What's important is that you recognize them. You want to look out for your friends now, right? Well, I say go for it. Like you said, you're trying to make up for what you did now. Don't let past deeds get in the way of what you got to do. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise on what you feel is right. Just stay true to yourself and you'll be more awesome than you ever were before. Gee, thanks, Dash. Guess I really needed to hear that. It's gotta be better than doubting myself, huh? Or wishing you were someone else entirely. That's not right, Sour Sweet. Sour Sweet turns her head, facing away from everyone else. Oh, Sour, you don't have to put off how you feel, even if you don't like it. For the longest time, I was afraid of expressing myself and worrying of how it'll make everyone feel about me. But now I know those thoughts and feelings are merely just a part of me. I get to choose what kind of person I can be. You may not be perfect, but you have a very unique way of expressing yourself. I think that is what makes you very special, Sour Sweet. Thanks. I think. That's all very fine and dandy, but I seriously doubt I would feel the same way about it. Oh, pony feathers. I'm pretty sure she can't be that finicky. Well, not that you think about it. Internal Starlight's research room. Starlight shows the lever she has cinched on herself when to Twilight, and she's appalled. I don't believe it. I know. It's not a pretty sight, is it? Both Starlight and Twilight look upon the fight Starlight made from Twilight's. So, you're gonna sabotage Cinch's career with this? Magnificent, isn't it? Reinforced shielding, particle acceleration distortion, advanced electromagnetic locking. Yes, I have finished what you have started. When I discovered your notes, I knew the strange readings you were looking for were interdimensional. I was able to break through the dimensional barrier. If it wasn't for the components from your spectrometer, I would never be able to discover the energy signature of a source. And you're able to lock onto the EM frequencies and extract it from that dimension, like punching a hole into a bucket of water. Brilliant. It wasn't difficult to alter your original designs. You've already done the hard part. By figuring out I could use the fudge with interdimensional paradigm theories of the bizarre energy to bring the bizarre energy to me. I am impressed myself with that. It takes an upgrade to get the job done. With this, I have discovered a source of clean, sustainable energy. Most of the devices here are powered by this thing. This could help our cause nicely. We will be able to bring a great change. After all, isn't that what you intend to do when you seeked it out? No. I didn't do it to make progress. I did it because I was curious. I had no right to seek out this strange power. I was wrong to meddle with such a thing. What you're doing is extremely dangerous if you can't control it. What do you know anything about it? The greatest find in recorded history and you don't want anything to do with it? What's the point of learning about its secret if you don't intend to use it? But you don't know what it truly is. How do you know you can control it? As long as it does what I set it off to do, I don't really care. With Cinch no longer influencing the other students who does nothing but the best nonsense, they'll just have to accept my philosophy, and see that being the best is only making them the worst. After all, different talents lead to different opinions, which lead to misery and unhappiness. Equality is everything. Everybody has unique talents and gifts, and when we share them with each other, that's how such backwards thinking. You're obviously confused by the mix all those different styles of personalities that can let high. I know everybody treats you so badly here at Crystal Prep. You had the top score in all your classes and they despised you for it. They treat you as if you were nothing, just because you were so different.